Information is power, information is success, information is leverage. So if you are not well informed, you cannot go on in life. Comment 2026 in the comment section in order to get the free PDF for current challenges facing Indian economy, carrying 20 marks for your AISSCE economics examination on 18th of March 2026. So children, we are talking about information. So the other three sources of human capital formation: number 1, information availability or expenditure on information. We need to have information about the latest courses for education. We need to have information on the different job markets. We need to have information with regards to all the technical courses that are available to make us ready for the job market. So it is very important. A proper human capital can only be formed when they have access to complete education, complete information. Number 2, talking about migration. We do migrate, we do change places for our jobs, for our studies, right? So, other than the rural urban migration, which is a compulsion for the rural population due to poverty, there are other type of migration. Migration from one city to another, migration from the rural areas to the urban areas, migration from one country to another. Now, for migration, three things are very, very important. Otherwise, you lose 3 marks. That is, number 1, migration has 3 costs. First cost is the cost of transporting yourself, your belongings from one place to another. The second cost is the higher standard of living to the new place you are going. For example, if you're moving from Kolkata to Mumbai, Mumbai has a much, much higher standard of living. Or you're moving from India to, say, Finland, much higher standard of living. Cost of living is much higher. So that is another cost. And number 3 is the psychological cost of going to some place which is completely strange to you. Now, so if your benefit for this migration or your salary because of your migration does not overshadow these 3 costs of migration, then migration is not possible. The last thing is on the job training. While we are in our job, we get continuous upgradation by our company. That is, many new things are happening around, many metamorphosis is happening in the syllabus also. So the teachers require, so as teachers requires regular workshops, regular training, so do the technical people also require a regular training to get themselves aware about the changing technological scenario of the country, of the world. But when does a company send somebody for an on the job training? Because on the job training incurs a cost, right? So they are spending money on their employee. So if the employee, after coming back with the renewed training, is not contributing monetarily to the company much more than the training cost of that particular employee, then the company will never send that employee for any training. And number 2, the also the company takes care of the fact that the person that they have trained, they have spent money to train, they do not leave the company in the coming 2 years, because otherwise the benefit of training will not be reaped by the company itself. So come on children, watch out for part 4 for the continuation of human capital formation in India.